This is how I made this pastel Halloween skull arrangement, and it is inspired by Christie's Faux Confections. I got this skull at Dollar Tree, and all I did was I mixed some of my favorite pink paint, which is called Rosemarie from Michaels, with some Mod Podge and some white acrylic paint. Mixed that all up and just put it on the inside of the skull, and I had to wait till it dried and then do another coat. So now I'm just taking a mold. I will link to this. It's from Amazon, and I'm just going to make some ice cream scoops in pastel colors because this is Pasteloween or Candyland Halloween. This is just air dry foam clay, and I just wanted it a little lighter, so I just mixed it with some white and a little touch of green just to warm it up. Next, I'm taking some light purple air dry foam clay, and I'm just rolling out a worm, and I'm going to make a little lollipop with that. And then I'm just inserting a little skinny dowel. I'm coating the lollipop with Mod Podge and then adding some fine glitter. The glitter is called Glitz. It's by Michaels, and I will link in the description. This paint is called Cloudless. It's by Apple Barrel. I will also link to it. I'm just going to paint a cupcake dummy, which you can get in my shop, glamcandyboutique.etsy.com. And I'm just going to paint the outside of the cupcake. Now I'm just adding some iridescent light blue glitter to the outside of the cupcake. This is lightweight spackle. I will link to it in the description. This is how I make my faux frosting. So it's just DAP lightweight spackle. It's acrylic paint in Rosemarie, the same as I painted the skull with, and a tiny bit of Mod Podge. This is just a frosting bag that I got off of Amazon and a 1M tip, and I will link to those as well. So when you're building these, you always want to make a little peak in the center just to give it some stability, and then just go around in a swirling motion just like you would with real frosting or, let's say, whipped cream on a sundae. So these sprinkles are from my shop. I make really unique mixes in my shop, which is glamcandyboutique.etsy.com. And these are my best selling, and they are also my personal favorite. They are called birthday cake. They have cute little ball sprinkles in them, little white hearts, multicolored jimmies. It's an amazing mix. I'm just taking a cute little paper straw, and I'm going to add it as an accent on the cupcake. This is a little pink skull I got from Michaels, but you could also find them at Dollar Tree and you could paint it pink. I just really liked how this looked, and I'm kind of using it as my cherry on my cupcake. I made the donut with some air dry foam clay in that color, and I made it with a mold that I got off of Amazon. Again, I'll link that, but my spackle kept getting clogged and it was really aggravating me. So I went with this more basic. I just decided to frost the donut and decorate it like that. I added some more cute birthday cake sprinkles. These little skeleton hands are also in my shop, and I also have them in black, but I decided to give them a little manicure here, so I'm painting some pink nails on them. These little webs are also in my shop, and I gave them a little makeover too, as well as these glow-in-the-dark spiders. I have other colors of spiders than this in my shop, but I thought these would be best if I wanted to make them pastel. So for any of these pieces where I wanted to add color, I first chalk painted it, waited till it dried, and then I painted it the color that I wanted. Now I'm using my own sprinkle mixes. One is Unicorn Dreams, the other is Unicorn Breath. So we're going with a theme here, I guess. And I'm gonna use a mix of them to decorate this skeleton. So I'm just gonna take some really thick tacky glue and add that where I want to add the sprinkles, and then go ahead and really push them in there. Now I'm taking some styrofoam and just pushing it into the skeleton to try to fill up all that empty space so that I'm not wasting material. And yeah, I know the styrofoam looks funky, but we got like a furniture delivery and that's just what they wrapped it in, so that's what I'm using. So now I'm just planning out how I want my treats to stand up, and I want some nice balance, and usually want to go in a pyramidal structure, so tall things down to shorter things, just like a pyramid, and work in either 3s or 5s, and kind of, it's almost like a pattern. It's just really pleasing to the eye. So now I'm making a cotton candy. I'm just taking a dowel and some scrap styrofoam just to give it some support, and poking it with my hot knife there. I will link to all the dowels and the hot knife, and also the roving wool. That is what I'm making the cotton candy out of. It's just this really nice light blue roving wool, or sometimes people call it felting wool. You make felt creatures out of it apparently, but I make cotton candy. So all I'm going to do is add some hot glue to the base of the cotton candy and then wrap the roving wool around it. This is Krylon spray adhesive. It is so sticky. I have to spray it off camera or else it will get on all of my stuff. But did you see how I just pulled it off? I pulled that roving wool so it's just wispy. You don't want to be cutting it. You just want to gently pull it apart. And the wispier you make it, the more it's going to look like cotton candy. And then again, I have sprayed this with the spray adhesive, so it's extremely sticky. And that is how you make cotton candy. So I gave it another spray with some more adhesive, and now I'm just putting some glitter on top of it. And then I'll pat it down so that it hopefully sticks and we don't get too much fallout. It is very, very sticky. Now I'm just adding another fun pink polka dot paper straw to the cotton candy. And I'm just going to play with the arrangement and make sure everything is balanced and secure, and that I like the position of everything. And this is what I decided on. So now it's time for some lightweight spackle, and this is why I do it after the arrangement is already done, and you just kind of go in there and you fill in all the gaps. Now I'm adding the blue ice cream scoop that I made earlier. It's nice and dry, so I can press it into that spackle. And I'm adding some Mod Podge to my lollipops, and I'm gonna add glitter. I could have done that before, but I don't know why, I just didn't. Now I'm going to add all those little pieces that I chalk painted and painted pastel earlier. I like to have a nice 3D sculpture where if you're on any side of it, it's going to kind of tell a story. And I thought adding this little ghostly hand to the cotton candy as if it's grabbing it was just such a perfect little whimsical touch. I think it's so funny. And now I'm just adding some more candies into the arrangement. And some more finishing touches with some spackle on top of the skull, and I painted a little cherry that I had. For me, it's all about the details, and so I'm just putting in some movement. You'll get a little bit of movement and sparkle with these little butterflies, which can also be found in my shop. And the wire is really soft, so you can bend it any way that you want. I'm just gonna place it in the spackle, and you'll get like a little bounce as this arrangement moves. Now I'm adding some more tacky glue, and I'm putting it on very thick, and I'm making it look like a drip, and then I'm going to add some more matching sprinkles to it. I ended up painting the little cherry hot pink to match the nails on the skeleton hand, and then just gonna add a little bit of glitter. And this is just a little bit of puffy paint, and I love it because it's scented, and it reminds me of my childhood in school when we had those scented markers, and I will link to that in the description. Here's the finished arrangement. I just think it's so whimsical and fun, and love the pastel for Halloween so much just because it's so different. Are you a fan of traditional Halloween, or do you like Pinkoween and Pasteloween? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to subscribe and click the little bell so you get notified when I release new videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.